traders, Raghee here, and in this update we're going to return to a symbol that we've been talking about quite a bit in both the futures room and in the Sector Secrets Mastery room, and that is the RTY. So whether you're looking at the Russell via the futures contract, maybe it's the mini, maybe it's the micro, or whether you're looking at it through the ETF IWM, either way, this will break down what we're seeing right now in this index. All right, so as always, when we look at the chart, and you're looking at any of my charts, start at the very bottom. And you'll notice we start with structure. Structure before strategy. This is still a yellow neutral market. Now, it has been flirting as of late. We've kind of seen the lower JT multi-read go red, which would then actually validate a short if we bounced. But since we don't have red over red, that's not the strategy that we would deploy. Since it's yellow, we look at this level here, right through here, as support. Darvas signal, Darvas line, that's the lower end of the box. And so that's what we're looking at right now in terms of the level from which the Russell would be oversold. And by the way, this oversold bounce has been pretty much the way we've been trading Russell throughout the year. Mostly it's been off the Darvas, and then it became a 200, and then things got a little tricky because it got kind of dicey through here because the 200 was no longer acting as the beautiful support that it had been 3 times prior, 3 really nice trades prior. So we just adapt, and we adapt to, well, this is the new Darvas, this is the new low, and the low being an oversold buy, validated because of the current structure. If this turns into a downtrend, that means that we will likely have a red lower row on this JT multi. So now what? Well, if this is the range that we're in, I mean, this is the resistance that we're looking at in this area. And I would probably ratchet that in a little bit more to this lower area here on the RTY. So this becomes right here, right here. This becomes where we're looking for movement higher. And then this would be where resistance would kick in. So with that in mind, the closer we get to about 2250, we've got to be aware that this is looking possibly overbought, possibly toppy. We don't want to presume we go much further past that area. Pretty good little volume ledge in this area as well. Now, here's the flip side of this. If you're out there thinking, okay, Rag, I get why you want to be long, but where is there a short? In that same area that our target would be. So if this is a buyer's target, this could also be where the sentiment shifts, because the main reason it's a target is because I'm acknowledging last time we were here, we changed sentiment and then ultimately direction. So that's why it's a target. It also could then also, for someone who's bearish, be a trade. Keep an eye on the 55 propulsion, the 55 EMA. Now the propulsion is where the 8 and 55 have crossed, interacted with price, that turns the dots on. If you want this indicator, we have made this a free indicator. I've made this free since we introduced it back in 2016, 2017. It's been a minute. You can go grab that over at countdowntrader.com. So countdowntrader.com, and you can download this propulsion tool, the color-coded grab candles. These are actually grab green, red, and blue candles, as well as the wave. You can grab and the Darvas 2.0. So 4 different free indicators over at countdowntrader.com, as well as a whole bunch of articles, resources, as well as what I'm looking at going into the end of this month and the beginning of next. So check that out. All right, so this is what we're looking at in the Russell, this sort of oversold buy. And if you are somewhat bearish and you're wondering, okay, where is there a short sale to be had? Let's get back up to this volume ledge. Let's get back up to this resistance. And then, you know, it's kind of chutes and ladders at this point, right? So up and then down. And you know what's coming next. At least that's the expectation. Until it doesn't work, until that support level is really broken. And here we might see, well, this thing heading back down again. All right, so that's what we have here today. This is the Restless Russell. It is pretty restless, isn't it? But there are opportunities here. If you have questions about this setup, or really any of the setups that I talk about, join me over at the Simpler Trading pre-game show, Charts and Coffee, every morning at the Simpler Trading YouTube channel at 9 a.m., 9 to 9:20, 20-minute Q&A show. We'll talk about the aftermath of today's Federal Reserve statement and presser tomorrow for sure. We've been talking about Santa coming. I think that we're looking really good for that year-end rally. I'll see you in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.